Listen carefully, God says, Jesus is crying. Open this message right now. I am trying to save you from a heart attack, not only of your body, but of your soul. You think this is a video, a coincidence, an algorithm, but it's not. It is a rescue mission from heaven itself. You were about to step into something that could destroy your peace, your heart, and your future. That's why I stopped time for you to hear me now. I have watched you in your pain. I have seen the nights you could not breathe, when your chest felt heavy, when fear tightened around you like chains. You thought it was stress, exhaustion, heartbreak, but what you didn't see was that your spirit was crying out, and heaven heard. Jesus has been weeping over the state of your heart. Not because he's angry, but because he loves you so deeply that every beat of your heart matters to him. Do you know how many times I kept your heart beating when you were ready to give up? When anxiety rushed in like a flood and your pulse trembled beneath your skin, I whispered life into you. I said, not yet. They still have a purpose. That was me. The reason you survived every panic, every breakdown, every moment you thought you'd collapse, is because I was standing guard over you. Right now, I'm speaking because you're closer to breaking than you realize. Your heart, physically, emotionally, spiritually, has been under attack. The enemy has been trying to make you numb, tired, hopeless, until you collapse under the weight of it all. That's why Jesus is crying. Because he sees how close you are to letting go. But I am here to stop that. I am interrupting your pain. Child, I am trying to save you from a heart attack, not just of your body, but of your hope, of your trust, of your faith. The kind of attack that slowly poisons your spirit with fear and disappointment until you stop believing that miracles are possible. That is what the enemy has been doing. But my hand is stronger. I have sent this message like a lightning bolt through the noise of the world to reach you right now. Every word you're hearing carries healing power. Even as you listen, something in your chest will begin to calm, because my presence brings peace to every storm inside you. You have been running on empty for too long. You've been pretending to be strong, smiling while you're breaking. But I see through the mask. I see the heartbeat of your pain, the hidden tears, the questions you've buried. God, do you still care about me? Have you forgotten me? No, my child. Never. I never forget what I made with my own hands. I never overlook what carries my breath. You are still mine. You've been under spiritual pressure, and your body has started to feel it. The worry, the sleepless nights, the unspoken stress, it has been attacking your heart. That's why I'm saying this now, slow down. Listen. Breathe in my presence. I am healing you. You don't need to carry what I already carried on the cross through my Son. When Jesus cries, heaven moves. And right now, his tears are watering the soil of your next miracle. Don't let those tears fall in vain. Open your heart. Receive the healing that's flowing through this very moment. You think you're watching a video, but you are standing in a divine appointment. I orchestrated every second for your eyes to see these words. The reason the title pulled your attention is because your spirit recognized me. Something inside you whispered, "This is for me." And you were right. You've been through too much for me to let you fall now. I didn't bring you this far to lose you to exhaustion. The enemy has tried to use fear, fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of dying, to crush your confidence. But listen, every heartbeat in your chest is a declaration that the devil has lost again. You are still alive because I am not finished with you. The same Jesus who wept over Jerusalem is weeping over you now, not in defeat, but in compassion. He's saying, Father, they're breaking. They need your strength. And I, the Lord, am answering that prayer right now. I know you've been feeling weak, like your energy is fading. Some days, even your body feels heavy, your heart pounds harder than it should. You've been brushing it off, saying, I'm fine, just tired. But I see deeper. You've been carrying spiritual weight that your body wasn't designed to bear. The enemy loves to overload the heart, with worry, regret, bitterness, until it begins to shut down. But I am lifting that weight off you right now. Even now, my spirit is wrapping around you like light. Your pulse is steadying. The heaviness is lifting. This is not imagination, this is divine intervention. I'm speaking not only to your body, but to your soul. I am reviving the parts of you that died in disappointment. The dreams that were buried, the prayers that went unanswered, I'm breathing on them again. You thought it was over, but I say, live again. Child, my son's tears are not of hopelessness, they are tears of intercession. Each drop carries a promise. You will not collapse. You will not lose everything. You will not be destroyed by what's trying to break you. I am rewriting your story right now. You've been attacked in silence. People see your smile but not your scars. You've been the strong one for everyone else, but who has been strong for you? I have. Every time you whispered, God, I can't do this anymore, I sent strength into your bones. Every time you thought your heart would stop from the pressure, I whispered peace into your bloodstream. You're listening to this message because I want you to rest. I want you to understand that I am not just your God, I am your healer. I didn't create you to live in constant anxiety, constantly rushing, constantly fearing the next heartbreak. I created you to walk with me in peace. The enemy tried to convince you that rest is laziness, that slowing down means failure. But rest is holy. Even I, the Creator, rested after creation. Rest is not giving up. It's letting me take over. Listen closely, your heart is sacred. It carries my rhythm. Every beat is a reminder that I am still sustaining you. When you allow bitterness, fear, or exhaustion to fill that space, it starts to break the rhythm of grace I placed within you. That's why I'm calling you back to stillness. Let go of what you cannot fix. Release what is breaking you. Forgive who hurt you. Stop reliving the past that I already redeemed. You're hurting your own heart by holding on to what I already healed. I am trying to save you, not only from the physical attack that the enemy has planned, but from the invisible one that's been slowly stealing your joy. You've noticed the signs. The shortness of breath, the racing heart when you think about certain things, the sudden waves of sadness. Those are not random. They're signals, warnings from heaven saying, something needs to change. And that change begins right now, with surrender. Say in your heart, God, I surrender. And feel how the pressure begins to lift. Because when you let go, I can step in. I know how heavy this world feels. I know how hard it is to keep faith when everything looks like it's falling apart. But my child, faith is not about seeing the outcome. It's about trusting the one who controls it. I see your future clearly, and I tell you this with all authority, you are not dying. You are being reborn. What you feel now, the trembling, the fear, the exhaustion, is not the end. It is the birthing pain of transformation. The old version of you is fading, and the new one is emerging. I am strengthening your heart, both physically and spiritually, for the journey ahead. I am placing a new rhythm within you, one that beats in harmony with heaven. You will begin to feel peace again. You will laugh again. You will rest again. You will wake up one morning soon and realize, the weight is gone. That's the miracle I'm preparing. But it begins with obedience. Do not ignore this message. Do not scroll past it. Jesus is crying because your destiny matters. His tears are calling you home to peace, to healing, to purpose. You are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You are not forgotten. The pain you've been carrying was never meant to stay forever, it was meant to lead you back to me. So right now, breathe deeply. Feel the warmth rising in your chest. That's not fear. That's me, restoring, reviving, renewing. You're going to feel lighter after this. Because where my spirit is, heaviness cannot remain. My child, I am proud of you for opening this. I'm proud that you're listening. You could have ignored me again, but you didn't. And because you obeyed, you've just stepped into a divine rescue. I am extending your life. I am protecting your heart. I am resetting your future. The tears of Jesus are not tragedy, they are transformation. They carry the healing that your soul has been crying out for. And right now, heaven is rejoicing because you answered the call. Stay still. Let me finish what I've started. Because this is only the beginning of your restoration. Listen, my child, do not leave this moment. My spirit is still moving. You are standing in the middle of a sacred rescue, and heaven is still working on your behalf. Jesus is still weeping, not because of despair, but because of love, an ocean of love that refuses to give up on you. Every tear he sheds is a command for angels to surround you, to shield your heart from every attack that hell planned against it. You see, what you call panic, I call a signal. It's the body shouting what the soul cannot speak. When your chest tightens, when fear grips you out of nowhere, that's your heart saying, I'm overwhelmed. But I, the Lord, am whispering through the noise, come back to me, and I will give you rest. I didn't create you to live in constant alarm. You were never meant to carry the world alone. I formed you with peace in your veins and purpose in your breath. But the chaos of this world has tried to rewrite your rhythm. It's made you run from one pressure to another, chasing validation, chasing love, chasing survival, until your heart forgot how to rest. That's why I'm saying this so clearly now, stop running. Let the tears fall if they must. Let the weight break if it has to. But come back to me. Because every step away from peace takes you closer to collapse, and I will not let that happen to you. I am trying to save you, not just from what the doctors can diagnose, but from what only heaven can see. There are unseen storms that attack the heart long before the body feels it. Anger, regret, unforgiveness, they build up like poison in the bloodstream. But I am detoxing your soul right now. Forgive those who hurt you, even if they never said sorry. Release the names you still speak in pain. Because holding them is holding fire in your chest, and I want to set you free. My son's tears are cleansing you. Every drop that falls from his eyes washes away the bitterness that has been suffocating your peace. You feel that warmth spreading through you even now. That's me healing you, layer by layer, wound by wound. Child, I have been chasing your heart for years. I whispered through sunsets, through songs, through the quiet ache that made you look up at the ceiling at 3 a.m. and ask, "Is anyone there?" I was there. I have always been there. You survived what others didn't because I covered you when you didn't even know I was covering you. When you should have died from heartbreak, I spoke life into your bloodstream. When grief tried to stop your heart from beating, I commanded it to keep going. And now I'm speaking again, because the enemy has been plotting another attack. Not one of knives or bullets, but of pressure. He wants to use exhaustion to make your body shut down. But I am stepping in between you and that plan. You are not going to die prematurely. You will live to see what I promised. Listen to me carefully, your healing won't just come through medicine, it will come through peace. When you stop fighting me and start trusting me, your heart will find its rhythm again. The heartbeat that once trembled with fear will move in harmony with heaven's calm. You keep asking, God, why do I feel so tired? Why does my chest hurt? Why can't I breathe sometimes? Because your soul is tired, my child. You have been holding in your cries. You've been trying to be everyone's hero while your own heart breaks in silence. But hear me, you don't have to be strong all the time. Even my son wept. Even he rested. Strength is not pretending that you're fine, strength is bringing your brokenness to me and letting me make it whole. When you finally stop hiding your pain, healing begins to move like light through your body. That is happening now. Even as you hear my words, your heartbeat is slowing to peace, your mind is softening to quiet. This is the power of my presence. I am touching the places no hand can reach. The memories that still make your chest ache, I'm rewiring them with grace. The disappointments that made you stop praying, I'm rewriting them into testimonies. The moments that broke your faith, I'm turning them into the foundation of your new strength. You've said before, God, I think my heart can't take another heartbreak. And I answered, then let me hold it. You don't need to guard yourself anymore, I am your guard. You don't need to fear being alone, I am closer than your breath. When you wake up tomorrow, I want you to do something simple. Before you reach for your phone, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "Thank you for another beat." Because every beat is a gift, a continuation of grace, a reminder that you are still part of my story. Child, your life is not a mistake. You think you've wasted years, but I waste nothing. Even your broken moments are being recycled into purpose. The pain that almost killed you will become the very reason others are saved. That's why the enemy has fought you so violently, because you are dangerous to darkness. The compassion you gained from your suffering will heal others. The testimony that's forming inside you will pull people out of despair. But first, I need you to heal. I need you to forgive yourself for the things you still carry. Yes, I saw the bad choices, the wrong turns, the lost years. But I never changed my mind about you. You still belong to me. And I am still proud to call you mine. When I say I am trying to save you from a heart attack, I mean every kind, physical, emotional, spiritual. The attack of guilt that tries to crush your chest every time you remember what you lost. The attack of anxiety that steals your breath before sleep. The attack of shame that whispers you're not worthy of love. I am saving you from all of it. You will not die like this. You will not end in fear. You will not fade away in quiet suffering. You will rise again, because I said so. My promises are stronger than your pain. My mercy runs deeper than your mistakes. My love beats louder than your fear. There's something I need you to understand. Jesus is not crying because he's disappointed in you, he's crying because he sees how close you are to breakthrough. And he doesn't want you to give up before the miracle. Every tear that falls from his eyes is watering the seed of your new beginning. Something beautiful is about to grow from the soil of your suffering. That's why I need you to stay alive, to stay believing, to stay listening. You are walking through the valley, but you're not meant to build a house there. Keep walking. Keep trusting. The light you've been praying for is closer than you think. Even now, I am softening hearts around you, the people who misunderstood you, who left you when you needed them. I am working behind the scenes, restoring connections, healing family wounds, opening doors that were slammed shut. Your heart has been broken by people who promised to stay, but I'm sending new ones who carry peace instead of chaos. You will know them by the calm they bring. You will recognize them by the way your spirit feels safe around them. That is my gift to you. But before that blessing comes, I need you to release the bitterness you still hold against the past. Because a heart full of resentment cannot receive new love. Let me take it. Let me clean the space. I am touching your heart right now, not to hurt it, but to heal it. I am removing the fragments of old pain, the invisible splinters of betrayal. That's why it's emotional, that's why you feel the tears rising. This is surgery of the soul, and I am the great physician. Don't run from the pain, let it flow out. You're not breaking down, you're being rebuilt. Soon, the heaviness you feel today will become the testimony you tell tomorrow. You will stand before others and say, I should have died from the pressure, but God stepped in. And when you speak those words, my presence will fill the room. Because your healing will carry power. Right now, angels are surrounding you. They are clearing the air around you, removing the spiritual weight that has been pressing against your chest. That pressure you've been feeling, it's lifting. That panic that used to hit you in the middle of the night, it's losing its grip. You are not alone in this. Heaven has been fighting for you while you were fighting to breathe. Child, I want you to understand something sacred. You are loved not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. There is nothing you can do to make me stop loving you. Even if you walked away, even if you doubted, even if you cursed my name in pain, I still called you back by name. You belong to eternity, and eternity is calling you home. So listen carefully, take care of your heart. Watch what you feed it. Stop letting fear be your daily meal. Feed it faith instead. Feed it gratitude. Feed it peace. When you start choosing peace over panic, forgiveness over anger, rest over rush, your body will heal faster than you imagine. Because your spirit will no longer be at war with itself. The reason I'm speaking through this message is because your next season depends on your willingness to let go of the old. There is a new rhythm waiting for you, one that beats with joy, with hope, with strength. I am rebuilding you from the inside out. I am teaching your heart how to trust again, how to dream again, how to live without fear of breaking. And one day soon, when you look back at this moment, you'll say, that was the night God saved me, not from death, but from despair. So don't be afraid of my correction. Don't be afraid of the stillness. Healing sometimes feels like breaking at first, but it's only the old shell cracking open so that the new you can breathe. You are safe here, in my presence. This is what Jesus' tears are doing right now, washing away the panic, softening the scars, preparing you for peace. Hold on, child. The heart that once trembled will soon dance. The lungs that once gasped for air will soon sing. The life that once felt meaningless will soon overflow with purpose. Because I, the Lord your God, am not finished with you yet. Listen closely now, my beloved. You are still breathing in the rhythm of grace, and I am not finished speaking life into you. Every heartbeat that echoes in your chest right now is my reminder, you are still here, and I am still with you. There are things inside you that you thought were dead, faith that once burned bright, dreams that turned to ashes. But ashes are not endings, they are soil for rebirth. I can grow beauty out of what burned you. I can turn what hurt you into what heals others. Do you remember the last time you laughed without fear? The last time you trusted without calculating how much it might cost? I am bringing that version of you back, not the naive one, but the renewed one. The one who knows pain and still chooses love. The one who knows disappointment and still chooses hope. I am reteaching your heart how to rest. Rest is not weakness, rest is worship. When you sit in stillness and whisper, God, I trust you, heaven hears it as the loudest song. You've been surrounded by noise, people's opinions, endless tasks, the constant scroll of a world that never sleeps. But peace doesn't live in noise. Peace lives in presence. Mine. Yours. Together. Right here. So, right now, let the world fade for a moment. Listen to the sound of your own breathing. Feel your heartbeat steady. That rhythm is sacred. That rhythm is me. I know you've asked, why am I still fighting the same battles? Because some victories take time to grow strong roots. Sometimes I delay the visible breakthrough so the invisible one, the one inside you, can become unshakable. You see, a healed heart isn't just one that beats, it's one that believes again. I am not only fixing what's broken, I'm fortifying what remains. You won't go back to who you were before the pain, you'll go forward as someone wiser, softer, and stronger. There will come a day when you will thank me for not giving you what you once begged for. You'll understand that what I withheld was protection, not punishment. You'll see how every detour led you to a safer road. Right now, I'm rebuilding your capacity to love. You closed yourself off because love once betrayed you, but love didn't fail you, people did. Let me show you what perfect love feels like. It doesn't suffocate. It doesn't demand. It simply stays. You are learning to receive again, not just air in your lungs, but peace in your soul. Every inhale, grace. Every exhale, release. Let the guilt go. Let the self-blame go. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. And now you know better, so you will do better. That is redemption. I am proud of you for surviving the storms that were meant to sink you. The fact that you are still standing is proof that heaven has been holding you upright. Even when you doubted me, I never doubted the strength I placed inside you. Look how far you've come, child. Look at all the nights you thought would be your last, and yet morning always came. That wasn't luck. That was mercy. That was me. And because you are still here, we're going to build something new. A new pattern. A new rhythm. A new life where peace isn't something you chase, it's something that lives inside you. The next time your heart starts racing with fear, pause and whisper, "I'm safe." Because you are. Not because danger disappears, but because I am greater than danger. You will start to notice small miracles again, the sunrise through your window, the laughter that returns unexpectedly, the way your chest loosens when you pray. Those are not coincidences, they are proof that healing is happening. You don't need dramatic signs to know I'm near, you need awareness. I live in the quiet moments between your thoughts. I live in the calm after the tears. Child, there is a reason I've kept you alive. You were made to carry light into dark places. You've walked through shadows so that others could follow your footsteps back to hope. Your story isn't a tragedy, it's a rescue narrative still unfolding. You once said, "I wish I could start over." You already are. Every sunrise is proof that I still believe in you. Every morning is a blank page that I hand to you, saying, "Write again." And I know you're scared, scared to trust your heart, scared that peace won't last. But peace is not fragile when it comes from me. What I give cannot be stolen, it can only be surrendered. So guard it not with fear, but with gratitude. Soon you will see why the waiting had to be long. Every delay has been preparing you for something solid, something that won't crumble this time. When it arrives, you'll recognize it not by how loud it is, but by how calm it feels. Because real blessings don't cause anxiety, they quiet it. I am not calling you to hustle harder. I am calling you to breathe deeper. The world says, earn it. I say, receive it. Grace is not a paycheck, it's a gift. There's a tenderness in the way I'm holding you now. You may not feel hands, but you will sense warmth. That warmth is my reassurance, you are safe, seen, forgiven. Let the past go, love. You've carried it long enough. The apology you never received, the closure you never got, let it go. Not because it didn't matter, but because your heart matters more. I am doing heart surgery without incision. I am replacing fear with faith, resentment with rest. You will feel lighter not because the world changes, but because your heart does. And when people look at you and ask, "How did you survive that?" you'll smile and say, "Because love found me again." That love is me. Always me. Remember this, the same power that raised Jesus from the dead is the same power that keeps your heart beating now. That power doesn't quit. That power doesn't fade. You're not fragile anymore. You're favored. So stand up slowly. Lift your head. The tears that once symbolized pain are now baptism, washing away everything that tried to drown you. You are entering a new season of ease, not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you finally understand that you are never alone in it. My child, I am proud of you. You listened. You opened. You stayed. And because of that, heaven is opening doors you never thought would move again. Keep your heart open, keep your faith steady. The rhythm of grace that started tonight will continue. And one day soon, you will hear me whisper again, not in warning, but in celebration, "Look how strong your heart beats now." Listen, beloved soul. The light you feel right now is not fading, it is expanding. You have walked through nights that seemed endless, and still you are here, breathing beneath the dawn. That breath is evidence that I have not left you. The rebuilding has begun. Your heart is learning to trust the rhythm of life again. Every beat that once trembled with fear is learning a new language, the language of peace. The pulse that used to race with panic now slows when you whisper my name, because somewhere deep inside you have begun to believe that you are safe. Do you remember when you thought safety meant control? You tried to plan everything, manage everyone, fix every outcome. You wore responsibility like armor, but armor gets heavy after a while. I never asked you to carry it all, only asked you to walk with me. Now, with every quiet prayer, the armor is loosening. The weight is falling away piece by piece. I am showing you that strength isn't in holding on, it's in letting go. Let go of yesterday's failures. Let go of tomorrow's fears. Let go of the belief that love must always hurt to be real. I am teaching you a softer kind of courage, the kind that breathes, the kind that smiles again. Child, you have mourned long enough for the life you thought you missed. But what if the life I have for you is bigger than the one you imagined? What if every delay, every heartbreak, every closed door was protecting you from something smaller than your destiny? You prayed for a way out, and I gave you a way through. That is how transformation happens, not by escape, but by endurance. You stood through the storm, and now you are the storm survivor, not its victim. Look around you, signs of renewal are everywhere. The conversations that once drained you will soon feel different. The places that once triggered your pain will begin to feel lighter. Even your body will notice the change, the heaviness in your chest easing, the sharpness in your breath softening. That is what peace does when it settles into flesh. You asked me once, God, how will I know when I'm healed? And I answered, when you can remember without reopening the wound. That day is coming quickly. Healing is not forgetting, it's remembering differently. The memories will still exist, but they will no longer control you. You will look back and see lessons instead of losses, strength instead of scars. You will speak of the nights you almost gave up, and people will listen not because of your pain, but because of your peace. They will feel hope rising inside them as you talk, and they will realize that if you survived, maybe they can too. That's the purpose of your healing, not just your freedom, but theirs. You are becoming a carrier of calm in a chaotic world. You won't even need to preach, your presence will preach for you. Child, you are stepping into a season where peace will no longer feel foreign. You won't have to chase validation or beg for love. The right people will find you because they will recognize the light I've placed within you. You will meet souls who speak kindness fluently. They will not compete with your calling, they will complement it. They will see you the way I see you, not as someone broken, but as someone reborn. I am aligning these connections right now, weaving hearts and paths together behind the scenes. You don't need to force it. You don't need to search. When it's time, peace will lead you right into it. Until then, let your solitude be sacred. The quiet you once feared is the garden where I'm planting new dreams. Don't rush out of it, water it with gratitude. Do you feel the gentle hum around your heart? That's life returning, not the old frantic kind, but the steady rhythm of purpose. I am whispering into every cell, live. Grow. Shine. When the next wave of fear tries to rise, do what you're learning now, breathe and remember. Remember that you've already survived worse. Remember that your heartbeat is proof of my commitment to you. You will still have hard days, healing doesn't erase humanity. But pain will no longer own you. It will visit, it will knock, and you will answer with faith instead of panic. That's growth. That's freedom. Child, your story is about to reach others who are one breath away from giving up. They will stumble upon your words, your smile, your quiet strength, and they will feel me through you. That is how heaven works, through human hearts that stayed soft in the fire. You once asked me, why did you let me break? And I say again, so that light could shine through the cracks. Perfection doesn't reach people, honesty does. Your honesty will heal nations more than your perfection ever could. Keep walking. Keep breathing. Keep choosing gentle over frantic. You are not falling apart, you are falling into alignment. Every day that you choose peace, you defy the enemy's plan. Every moment you forgive, you rewrite history. Every time you smile at the sunrise, you remind darkness that it didn't win. The heart that almost stopped is now a drum of victory. The soul that almost surrendered is now a lighthouse. I am proud of you, my beloved. You listened long enough for peace to find you. You stayed when leaving seemed easier. And because of that, you will see what redemption looks like in real time. This chapter ends not with tragedy, but with triumph, quiet, steady, holy triumph. So when you lie down tonight, place your hand on your heart again and whisper, "Thank you." Because every beat still counts. Every breath still matters. Every tomorrow is still yours to live. And I, who began this healing in you, will finish it beautifully. Rest now. The one who watches over you never sleeps. Your heart is safe. Your story is sacred. And your new life has already begun. Listen again, beloved soul. You have come far enough to sense that something inside you has shifted. The weight that once sat on your chest is no longer as heavy. The storms that used to drown your thoughts now pass more quickly. This is what awakening feels like, not a thunderclap, but a quiet unfolding. You are waking up to life, not just surviving it. The light in your eyes is different, it's not borrowed from anyone else. It's your own. You earned it through tears, through surrender, through 1,000 nights of questioning and still believing. Do you feel how the world looks softer now? That's not the world changing, that's you healing. The lenses of fear are falling away, and you're beginning to see with love again. Child, I am proud of how you have learned to listen. You no longer chase every noise, you can now hear the stillness underneath. That stillness is where I dwell. It's where I whisper truth that the world forgets. You were never abandoned, only being prepared. Preparation often looks like loss. I know it hurt when people left, when doors closed, when dreams dissolved into dust. But if you could see the map from above, you'd understand. I wasn't taking from you, I was guiding you. Every no protected you from a version of life too small for your spirit. Now you stand at the edge of something vast. You can feel it in your chest, that quiet stirring of destiny. Don't shrink back this time. The fear you feel is not danger, it's expansion. Your soul is stretching to fit the future that's already waiting. Breathe into it. Let it happen. Growth is rarely comfortable, but it's always holy. There will come moments when the old sadness tries to visit again. Let it knock, but don't let it move in. Offer it compassion, it was once your teacher, then release it into the wind. You don't need to relive what you've already redeemed. When I look at you now, I don't see brokenness, I see brilliance forged in fire. Every scar glows like gold under heaven's light. That's why shame cannot follow you anymore, you have turned pain into purpose. You used to ask me, why me? Now you're learning to ask, what for? That question changes everything. Because every wound you healed becomes a doorway for others. Every tear you shed becomes water for seeds you'll never see grow, but they will grow, because you lived. This is what salvation looks like on earth, hearts waking up one by one, choosing love over fear, choosing forgiveness over revenge, choosing peace even when chaos screams louder. Child, your courage has not gone unnoticed. Heaven celebrates every quiet victory, every time you didn't lash out, every time you forgave yourself, every time you kept believing when no evidence said you should. You are living proof that light wins. Soon, opportunities will come that feel too big for you. Don't run, you were made for them. The same strength that carried you through heartbreak will carry you through success. You won't sabotage it this time, because you finally know you deserve it. And when new people arrive, don't hide your past. Speak it with grace. Let them see how far grace can travel in one human life. Your honesty will build bridges faster than perfection ever could. I am sending you companions who will remind you of joy. You will laugh again, deep, genuine, unstoppable laughter. The kind that heals ribs and rewires memory. It will echo through rooms that once heard only sobs. That sound will be your testimony. Don't be surprised if blessings begin to appear in unexpected shapes, a stranger's kindness, a sunrise on a difficult day, a song that plays at the exact moment you needed it. These are not coincidences, they are love letters from heaven disguised as daily life. I am teaching you to recognize me everywhere, not only in the sacred, but in the ordinary. The grocery line. The rain on your window. The quiet moments between tasks. Each one hums with my presence if you listen closely enough. You once believed that miracles had to be spectacular. But the truest miracle is peace in the middle of imperfection. That's what you're learning now. Soon, you will notice how differently your heart beats when gratitude leads. The body you once feared would fail, you will grow stronger under the rhythm of appreciation. Health begins with hope, healing begins with rest. Trust that. Every morning when you wake, place your hand over your heart and say, "Still here. Still chosen. Still loved." That simple ritual aligns your energy with eternity. It reminds your mind what your soul already knows: nothing can separate you from love. You will not always understand the timing of things, but you will understand their purpose. The pain that almost killed you will one day become the story that saves another life. That's how redemption works, endlessly recycling despair into hope. There will be days when silence stretches long and faith feels thin. On those days, remember this: silence isn't absence. It's a deeper form of communication. When words stop, presence speaks louder. So keep walking. Keep opening your eyes to small wonders. Keep allowing love to surprise you. Because this chapter, this radiant, fragile, miraculous chapter, is not an ending, it's an unveiling. The life you thought you lost is being reborn right before your eyes. Every heartbeat, every breath, every act of kindness is a thread in the tapestry of your renewal. When the pattern finally reveals itself, you'll see that nothing was wasted. You will stand one morning, sunlight spilling across your face, and realize that the ache has turned into awe. You'll whisper, "So this is what healing looks like." And the sky will answer with light. Until then, stay close to love. Let it teach you patience. Let it guide your choices. Let it remind you that you are never alone, not for a moment, not for a breath. I am with you in the quiet, in the laughter, in the rebuilding, in the awakening. Always. Listen carefully once more, beloved soul. You have walked through the night and come out breathing. You have watched fear collapse beneath your faith. You are still here, and that alone is a miracle. When I first whispered to you, you could barely lift your eyes. The pain pressed against your chest, and you thought the next heartbeat might be your last. But even then, I was holding you, shaping oxygen out of chaos, keeping rhythm when your strength broke. Now feel this: your heart is steady. The storm that once threatened to stop it has become a song that keeps it alive. You were not saved from the storm, you were saved through it. Every tear watered the roots of who you are becoming. I never meant for you to live in fear of dying. I meant for you to live in awe of living. Every sunrise is me whispering, start again. Every breath is my promise renewed. The heart I rescued is more than muscle and blood. It is your altar, your compass, your drum of destiny. Guard it well, but do not cage it. Let it love again. Let it risk again. Let it remember that it was made for wonder. You once believed love would destroy you. Now you see, real love resurrects. It doesn't demand perfection, it nurtures truth. It doesn't tighten the chest, it teaches it to expand. There will still be days when fear knocks softly. When it does, answer it with gratitude, thank you for reminding me how far I've come. Then close the door gently. You are no longer the frightened soul clutching at survival. You are the living testimony of endurance, the evidence that light does not quit. Look at how the world responds to your gentleness now. Flowers bloom in your silence. Strangers smile when you pass. Even your reflection carries peace it never knew. That is what divine rescue looks like, not thunder, not spectacle, but quiet renewal that keeps rippling outward. I know you sometimes wonder why I chose you. The truth is simple, because you still listen. In a noisy world, you kept a space inside where my voice could echo. That space saved you. Carry that listening forward. It will guide you more accurately than any plan. When confusion rises, return to stillness. Breathe. Ask, where is love leading me? Follow that. It will never deceive you. Soon, the purpose behind all this will bloom in full view. You'll see doors open without effort, timing align without stress, relationships flow without fear. Not because luck found you, because peace finally had room to work. And when people ask, how did you survive? Tell them, I stopped running from love. That will be enough. You were not only saved from a heart attack, you were saved from a life half-lived. Now you know the value of every beat. You feel eternity pulsing in your chest. That awareness will become your ministry, even if you never speak a sermon. Live with kindness that interrupts cruelty. Speak with calm that disarms anger. Walk with compassion that heals others by example. That is how heaven continues its work through you. Remember, the same hands that steadied your heartbeat now send you out into the world. Not to preach fear, but to embody love. Not to warn of doom, but to prove that mercy wins. So go. Dance under open skies. Laugh louder than your past. Build things that outlast you. Forgive quickly, love deeply, rest often. Each of these is a hymn. Each heartbeat is applause from heaven. And when night falls again, because night always returns, don't panic. Close your eyes and recall this promise, the one who saved you once still watches. The light you carry now is self-sustaining. Darkness cannot claim what glows from within. You will wake tomorrow lighter than today. The ache will become wisdom, the scars will become constellations. Follow them, they'll lead you home every time. You were never meant to die in despair. You were meant to rise in love. And now, beloved, you have. Rest in that truth. Let the tears that fall tonight be holy, not of pain, but of gratitude. For the heart that almost broke is beating stronger than ever. For the soul that almost surrendered is shining brighter than stars. This is what redemption looks like, you, alive, awake, unafraid. And as long as you keep listening, love will keep speaking. Always.